All right. Well, unbelievable moment. You know, it was a great opportunity for our team tonight, and they seized the moment. And that's what it's all about. That was a special one for sure. Fun to be a part of it. I really appreciate our fans. I mean, I mean, that was Death Valley at its best tonight. I mean, it was awesome to just be able to tap into that energy that was coming. It was just incredible. And but man, the credit goes to those players. I love their effort. I love their toughness. I love their heart. I love their belief. Their grit. Just next man up mentality. Really, really proud of them. And I told them in the locker room, if we could bottle that up, man, you just bottle that up. That's special. I mean, it's really special to be a part of that. When you have that many people, all just giving it all they got, laying it on the line, fighting for each other. To be in a locker room like that is special. So I'm just thankful to have had the opportunity. Proud of this group. This team is getting better. We're still not perfect. I thought we left a lot out there. Man, there were some, a couple field goals should be touchdowns. Missed a few plays, but I'm really proud of them. I thought we won the trenches. Something we didn't do last year. Shipley was 4.3 a carry, and I think they were like 1.6 a carry. I think that's the fewest yards rushing they've had against us since 2001, which that's a long time ago because I wasn't even here then. Just really proud of the team. It was a complete effort, all three phases. No turnovers on offense and no sacks. We haven't lost a game since 2011 when we have no sacks. So really, it's a really good defense. And so to be able to control the line of scrimmage. 6 of 14 on third down. Again, 4 of 4 in the red zone. Continue to do a great job there. No sacks. DJ was awesome. Career high 73 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. And just lots of guys touching the ball. We got a lot of guys having opportunities to handle the ball, which that's really when we're at our best, I think. And guys are just starting to kind of find their groove as playmakers. DJ in total command. Of what we're doing. I thought the 2-minute drive right before the half was huge. And 3 of 4 on field goal. And something that, doesn't show up in the stats, but our coverage was outstanding tonight. Punt coverage, kickoff coverage, because they're a dangerous return team, and we didn't let them get going. They got the ability to really create a spark in the return game, and we didn't allow that to happen. So I'm really proud of our coverage. We worked really hard. And then, but to me, I thought the defense won the game in the second half. And, we had 2 turnovers, and we had 10 points off turnovers. And the difference in the game was 10 points. And to come out in that second half and set the tone, we had 3 sacks on them. Again, they couldn't run the ball. Obviously disappointed in a couple of plays, where we busted a 3rd and 16 in the first half when they just vomit, and the busted play for the touchdown. We don't cover the tight end. Got beat on a cover 2. I mean, but there were some things in the first half, but man, we came out in that second half, and I thought they played a really, really. It's a shame that we had I didn't see it, but they said he hit it the quarterback late. I don't know what y'all think. Did he hit him late? Maybe. That's the best you got. A bump, love tap. Close. Well, anyway, it's a shame because that was a great play by McGuire. But to get those 2 turnovers, I thought our D-line won the day. And we got after the quarterback, and we cleaned it up. But, man, Makuba goes out. Mickens goes out. You're already down a couple guys. And how about old Koval going in there? And Pride, He got baptized last week in Winston-Salem, but the game was a little slower to him tonight. He was a little more prepared, a little more focused, and a little more ready, and I'm really proud of him. It was a big, big play. So defensively, again, just turnovers, 279 total yards, but them not being able to get anything going in the run game was big for us. So just a special night. 5-0. That's what we hope to be. We're building momentum, and we still got a lot to improve on. But it's back-to-back really tough weeks, and these guys just keep finding a way. And, we're still in control in the division. That's where we wanted to be. So we'll enjoy it tomorrow, and then, reload. BC will be the biggest game of the year for us. And I know they had a big win today as well over Louisville, so it's never an easy place to play. So just got to keep showing up, putting the work in, man. I thought we won this game Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I probably had the best Wednesday, Thursday, Friday practice we've had all year, and really only the second normal week that we've had. The Georgia Tech wasn't a normal week, and then it was a short week for Furman, and then we had the normal week for La Tech. That was good, and then Wake Forest, we flew to Maryland for a funeral, and practiced at 8 o'clock at night, and this is really only the second normal week that we've had, and so it all starts with how we prepare. And I thought the guys really, I was not happy with Tuesday practice, and I thought that defensively, and I thought that we really came together on Wednesday, and the leadership of this team, and just really, really, really the type of practice that you need to have to win these type of games. So a great win for us, 37 in a row to tie a record, an ACC record. To be a part of that, I don't even really have words for that. I mean, it's just hard for me to process that. I mean, I can't even really wrap my mind around that. And so, I guess we tied Bobby Bowden's record, the Florida State teams, whenever that was. But, and I mean, it's just incredible. And, the reason, that's what I told this team, the reason we had an opportunity to do that tonight and be a part of something special like that is because of all those teams before that have taken pride in playing in the Valley, and because of the great crowd, the great atmosphere that we have. It's a special place, and man, it's always been great. But man, with all the new stuff going on, it's amazing. It really is. It's a special environment, and we had a lot of people here tonight, and thankful we were able to find a way to win.
Yeah, but how important was that first drive defensively of the second half, just to kind of set the tone?
Yeah, it was huge, because they won the toss and obviously deferred, so they're getting the ball. And, Barrett Carter came right out the gate, and, I thought Wes did a great job tonight as far as just when we needed to pressure. And, we did some good things coverage-wise, and, just kind of played to our guys' strengths a little bit, did a good job. But, man, I thought our D linemen got after him. We missed a couple. We had a couple more that we had a chance to get, but it was huge, 3 and out, right out of the gate. And so, just proud of how they competed in that second half.
Jake said that you drew that play up on the bootleg there on the sidelines. Can you talk about that and the conversations that went into it?
Yeah, I thought I was back in 1992 Alabama all over again. I just felt like that. We had milked the clock, made them use their timeouts, and I knew they knew we were going to run the ball right there. And we've done a little bit under center this year, not a lot, but I just said we're going to go under center right here, and we're going to run our inside zone, and really with a hard fake. And you got to have a little bit of guts because you're going to a little pause, and then you're just coming out the back door. And I think they're going to sell out, to try to just overplay it. And so, it worked out. And I was just really, really coaching him on, hey, don't go out of bounds. Let's, like, worst case scenario, we're going to kick this field goal right here, but let's keep the clock running. Let's don't run out of bounds. But, I said, you got a good chance this thing's going to pop. And so it did. They overplayed it, and it worked out. So it was a nice play by DJ.
Coach, you kind of made the ball disappear on that play. We don't hear people talk a lot about quarterbacks' ball handling skills, but that's something he's pretty adept at, isn't it? Carrying out those fakes.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better. That was one of the things. That was one of the areas he needed to improve. That where we would give him a loaf last year when he didn't carry out his fake the way he needed to. That's the game within the game. And you don't ever know who you're going to affect. You might hold one guy just a smidge, and boom, that run pops because you carry out your fake the right way. So just those little details, he's just sold out in every area. And so it was a great little pause, great little fake, a little bit of courage, and good execution on his part. But he's done that in all of our run games. I mean, he's made some big plays down at the touchdown on the goal line. Great decision there on the pull and a great good ride. So he's really proud of him. I mean, he's been our leader. I mean, he's one of the most respected kids we've had around here. I mean, these guys love him, and how can you not? I mean, he's just tough, and he just he missed a couple. He missed Bo in the first half. That's a huge play, and then he would have had 0, but we got pressured, and he had to kind of get rid of it a little early, and then great throw to Bo, the one we didn't want to make on the little sluggo, but. Man, he made some plays. He's just got good poise and good command, and then so confident running the football now, and it just makes everything else, go for us. And he's spreading the ball around and making good decisions in the run game, making good decisions in our protection scheme. So, just really, really proud of him. But the biggest thing is he's just putting his heart and soul into everything he's doing.
What do you think it meant to Wiggins, and I guess pride too, that you said, "Hey, I'm gonna ride with you guys again"?
Yeah. Well, had a good meeting with Wiggins on Monday of last week, because I just thought he showed a lot of immaturity last week. Very immature, no poise, completely out of his game. Just and he's not an experienced player, but just from the a bad call or whatever's going on between him and the receiver, or somebody makes a big play, and I thought he did a much better job tonight. He really responded to coaching this week, and that's what you'd love to see. These are young people, and that's why we're here. But he can be a great player. He's just he's a little bit of an emotional guy, and you can't be emotional. You can it's a game of emotion, but you got to channel that emotion into execution. So as we say all the time, it's not just effort, it's effort with an emphasis on technique. And so I thought he just really played within himself. He was locked in, he was poised, and he had a great result tonight. I mean, he was really close on a couple of plays. And then for Toriano to come back and have a great week of practice, and to really, I think, just his mindset was different. That's a big lesson for him last week too, because he wasn't really ready. I did think he competed last week, but he wasn't really ready. And so I think he was just ready, and so, great job by those guys. And for Koval to have to be ready to go in there, he got hit pretty hard there in the stomach, knocked the breath out of him, but really proud of him too. So, and it's tough when you're missing a lot of guys, but they'll all be back, and we'll keep building. And the good news is we're getting a lot of experience. We got a lot of guys in these first 5 games that have gotten a ton of experience that's going to pay off for us down the road, for sure. So, just really, happy about that. How about that run by Maffa? I mean, he's going to have one of those games where everybody's going to go, wow, it's coming. And I think that was big for him tonight, and his confidence, because that was a big-time run. Ran right through a hip tackle, and got a big first down for us and allowed us to put it away.
Dabo, you talked a lot this week about communication up front just being important with everything
Yep.
that State likes to do on defense, and 0 sacks, and the offensive line protected really well.
Yeah, everybody, and it's the quarterback, it's the OL, it's the tight ends, it's the running backs, it's everybody. But they're that stack front, Okie front there, 3-man with the 3 backers, and you never really know where they're coming from. They do a good job of run blitzing and pressure, zone pressuring and blitzing, and so you've got to really be. And they're all 3; those 3 backers are really good players. So just picking things up in the run game, IDing things correctly, protection-wise, and then just. Being able to get to them on the second level and win those matchups at the point of attack were big. And again, they're hard. That's a tough group right there. They're structurally how they play. So I was really proud of our guys. We had some tough, gritty yards. Plenty of things we'll have to clean up where we did. Had a couple guys we turned loose a couple times. But again, no sacks is a credit to everyone involved.
Coach
Coach,
Tuck.
the win was in the numbers tonight, 60th win against NC State all time, third opponent with 60-plus wins against in Clemson history, 18-4 since 2000, and you outscored them 24-10 after the 10-6 deficit. I mean, just wrapping all that up, it's got to be a great night overall, and how you kind of wrap it up into a bow on tonight's performance.
Yeah, I mean, it's a top 10 matchup. You know, I didn't know this until yesterday that it was their first ever top 10 matchup, and so I was curious to how many we've had. I didn't know that either, and so I think this was maybe our 28th or 27th in school history, maybe the 21st or so, just since 2012. And so, you know, we've had a lot of experience in those type of games. I mean, it's a big one. It's a big game, and they're all big. But this is a game that, you know, a team that beat us last year. A team I thought played more physical than we did. We didn't win the trenches. We didn't play smart. We were undisciplined. We jumped offside 4 times up there. We turned the ball over. We had, you know, you name it. We did not make plays. And so to be able to come back this year, and you know, they're basically the same team. I mean, they got some dudes, man. I mean, it's like a coaching staff out there playing last 2 weeks between Wake and NC State. I mean, they got a bunch of guys on both sides of the ball that are captains and all conference players and very experienced, played a lot of ball. So to come back and play the way we did this year, I'm just really proud of our players. I'm proud of our staff. You know, the staff is growing too. The staff is growing, staff is developing. And so we're in a good spot, and see if we can find a way to win another one.
How big was that drive right there at the end of the half after they just scored to go
Yeah.
back and down there and take the lead?
Huge. That was huge. I mean, there's some big plays in that, but a huge answer to be able to get the momentum, you know, going in there at half. And I thought it was also big to go up 10 going into the fourth quarter, you know, to get those points, you know, off the turnover, and that was big. But you just, you know, you knew they weren't going to quit, and you just had to keep battling. I wish we could have turned a field goal or two into a touchdown. So those are, you know, some opportunities that we can take advantage of as we move forward. But just a complete game and a complete effort on everybody. But that 2-minute drive was something we can gain a lot of confidence from for sure.
Coach, you mentioned it, 2 great teams you just beat, no turnovers in those 2 games. How proud are you of the guys taking care of the ball the way they have?
Well, I mean, there's no bigger factor in football than turnovers and big plays. I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, if you win the turnover margin and you have at least 2 more big plays than the opponent, you win about 98% of the time. So there's just nothing more important than that. It's all about the ball, you know, taking care of it and getting it. And so we've done a good job of that. Hopefully we can continue to do that. And then, you know, and then being efficient. I mean, the first half we had the ball 4 possessions. That was like the fastest half of football in the first quarter. It was crazy. I don't know what the time of possession was in that first quarter. It was crazy. But we had 4 possessions and scored 3 times. You know, but you kind of went into halftime a little frustrated. So just not a ton of possessions. I don't know what we end up play-wise. I mean, we only had, what do we have? How many plays do we have? 60-something, 68 plays. But, you know, we took advantage of our opportunities and were efficient, and then, you know, glad we were able to punch that last one in.
Well, what does it say about this team that's able to win in different ways 5 games into a season?
Well, that's what good teams do. It's never perfect. You know, you got it. Great teams can win different ways. You know, it's not always the same pitch, right? You got to be able to hit the fastball, the curveball, the changeup. You got to have them all. You know, you can't just think you're going to win one way week in and week out. You know, somewhere along the line, the offense, like last week, it's going to have to go win it. And, you know, there's games where I thought the defense in the Georgia Tech game really just kind of allowed us to kind of get our wind in ourselves a little bit. And there'll be special teams. I mean, you have to find a way to win. It's never, you know, and that's the name of the game. And it was our goal tonight, just whatever it took to win the game. But I think it's a good sign that they believe they can win no matter what, whether they're, you know, on the road and down, every time you take the field in the second half, hey, you got to go answer, or hey, you need to stop, at a critical juncture to win it. So or you need to make a 52-yard field goal to give yourself a chance. It's good.
Perfect in the red zone this year. Obviously, that involves the kicking game as well. But what does that say about your mentality when you guys get in?
Yeah, I mean, again, everything that we struggled with last year after 5 games, we couldn't score. We're scoring points. We were poor on third down. We're excellent in third down. We were poor in the red zone. We're now number 1 in the country in the red zone. So I'm just really proud of that. I mean, we had a hard time making big plays. Now the big plays are back. We didn't get any smarter as coaches. We're just a little more experienced, a little more mature, healthier, and we're just better. And our quarterback's playing better, and he's in a good spot. So just really, that's the name of the game's points. You get down in that red zone, you got to come away with points, and when you got the ability to win matchups, and you got a quarterback that's a factor in the run game, and you got backs, the ability to run the ball a little bit in the red zone, that's huge, and then a kicker. So we've got a good combination of things that you need to be a good red zone team.